Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes. And today in this video, I'm going to go over the top 5 things I hate wasting. So I know it happens sometimes, like we'll buy something, whether it's food, products, or whatever, and these are things that we'll end up using for a while, but then sometimes we all have bad habits. Like, this is definitely for me. I don't know if this happens with you guys, that you'll buy a product and then it'll sit in your stash for a while and then you'll forget to use it, and then when you go to use it, it just ends up sitting there, and it's a big waste of money, whether it's an expensive product or kind of like a drugstore product. It's just a waste of money. And these are the things that I really hate wasting whenever I purchase them. So I try my best to use stuff that I spend my money on. And I'm going to get started, and let me know what you guys hate wasting your money on down in the comments below. So I'm going to get started. Whether it's money or whatever thing, like food or anything. So number 1 on my list would have to be food. So I hate wasting food. It's like probably the worst thing ever. Like, one of my bad habits is I will forget some foods are in the fridge. So my mom has been trying to do this thing for years, whether to put things in front of other foods so that I remember to eat it. And it has worked pretty much over time. But before, I was really bad at it. Like, for some strange reason, I would not see it and grab a certain food that was behind the thing that was in front of me, and it did not work. But then one time when we had shrimp macaroni salad, it definitely worked. So I've been getting much better ever since then. So a good tip is, if you have any leftovers and you are not very good at seeing them in your fridge, put them in front of other things so then you'll remember to eat them, whether it's a leftover from a restaurant or leftover from wherever. You can definitely just try that trick and let me know if it works for you. Number 2 on my list would have to be coffee. So this definitely does happen to me sometimes. Like, whenever I make coffee in a giant pot, I end up making so much coffee that I end up having to drink it myself sometimes. And it really bothers me when I dump and I have to waste it, because coffee costs money, and especially if you get it from a coffee shop, it's just a big waste. I really hate wasting coffee, just because that is also a waste of money as well, because you're buying the coffee for you. So anytime I make coffee in a giant pot and I have extra, I try my best to finish it, so then I don't just dump it, because I just really don't like wasting it at all, because it's just a bigger waste of money if you just dump it out. Number 3 on my list would have to be yarn. So yarn is also something I hate wasting, because that is also one of my bad habits I do have, is sometimes I'll keep so much yarn in my stash that I buy and then I'll forget to use it, and then I'll try my best. I have been trying my best to use up a lot of what I have. Even if I've bought it a while back and it's been sitting in my stash for about a year or two, I'll try my best to put some use into it, especially the stuff that is given to me. I remember, like, one year when I got back into knitting, I went crazy kind of cleaning out all my yarn stash, because I would buy so much yarn, and I would buy it to the point where there was just like a little too much in my stash. So I have been trying my best to get better at getting rid of the things that I already have before I buy more. But that goal has not really worked up as well, but I have been trying my best to get better at it. And sometimes I will get more for a project. Number 4 on my list would have to be products from a drugstore or products from a store. That is like one thing I've been trying to get better at is using up products I get from a store, because it also is, even if it's a drugstore product, because I know drugstore products are much cheaper, I really hate wasting products, especially if I get like a lotion or something. I will try my best to use it as much as possible. And then, like I said, one of my horrible habits I have is like when I buy products, I'll use them for a while, but then after a while I will forget to use them, and then they'll just end up sitting in my stash, which is a big waste. But I've been trying my best to get much better at using up drugstore products I get from the drugstore, whether it's lotion, body wash, or just anything in general. So I'll try my best to get things that I know I'm going to use up, definitely. So I have been trying my best not to buy like lotions anymore, just because I've tried to use lotion, but anytime I buy it, I sometimes will end up wasting it. But I did use up one lotion, and that was my Forever 21 lotion. So I'm just trying to my best to buy drugstore products that I only use. Even though drugstore is cheaper, it's still kind of a waste of money if you just don't use it and buy it. So always just use up your drugstore products. Number 5 on my list would have to be money. So I've been trying my best not to waste money, and I do pretty good at it. I try my best not to waste money on things that I need to use, whether it's like a ticket for something or this or that. That I hate wasting money on things that I buy, like whether it's a drugstore product, like I said, that I never use it. So I've been trying my best not to waste my money on things that I know I'm not going to use, and I'm trying to put my money's worth into products that I'm using, like my wallflower, for instance. I always try my best to use up all my wallflower bulbs before I buy more, and I know that if I finish a couple, I'm going to get more and stuff, because I don't want to have like a huge stack of them in my nightstand, which is where I keep my wallflower bulbs, because if I keep so many in there, if I buy more, I'm going to forget to use them. So if I get like a certain amount, like maybe 10 or like 9 or so, I will use up the ones that I bought first before I use up the new ones. So definitely keep that in mind if you're getting wallflower bulbs, is use up ones you get first before you buy more. Okay, so those are my top 5 things I hate wasting. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye.